So it's been a little over a year since I installed BEHR Deckover on my deck, and I've had a lot of comments asking me for an update video because the internet has mixed reviews on this product. So before I get into how my deck is, let's just recap on my previous video. If you haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend giving that one a watch as well. So BEHR Deckover is in an acrylic deck stain, so it's extremely thick. And if you remember from my previous video, my deck is about 20 years old and it has a lot of weathering and it has a lot of large cracks in the deck. Now, according to BEHR, you can actually take BEHR Deckover and you can fill all those cracks with the deck stain and it'll completely seal them up, and this product will leave you with a nice smooth composite looking deck finish. So is it composite? No, it's definitely not composite. But what I can tell you is that my deck, before I did use this product and before I did it, it was very rough. My kids, myself, we were constantly getting slivers and cuts and scratches just from the age of the deck. Once we've installed BEHR Deckover, it's completely different. The deck is smooth and it's just been a completely different product, and from that aspect of it, I really like BEHR's Deckover. Now, if you've seen my video, my previous video, you'll also remember that I very much discussed in detail the need for the right preparation. And BEHR provides us with a lot of instructions on how to prep the deck, and I truly believe that that is the key to installing this product. Well, not really just this product, but installing any product. There's a reason the manufacturers give us detailed instructions on how to use their product. So one of the things you'll notice as well is with BEHR Deckover, it's so thick that you can not even use a roller. I mean, you can try to use a roller, but it's so thick that if you try to use a roller, you're just going to make a big mess, a mucky mess. So what I recommended and what I did is I went to the dollar store and I got the cheapest brushes that you can get. And I used those brushes and I lathered BEHR Deckover on as thick as I could all over the deck. Smooth, but thick. And what I did as well is I made sure that I got BEHR Deckover right down inside all the cracks and crevices. So not only was I installing BEHR Deckover on the top surface of my deck, but also deep down between each board. And that right there, I think, is the most important aspect of installing this product. When I've looked on the internet and seen a lot of the other reviews, a lot of people have issues with the deck peeling, scratching, with once you kind of lift any part of it or any aspect of it, you end up with these big sheets that you can basically peel off the deck, almost like it was rubber coming off of metal. And what I found with my deck, so I live in Nova Scotia, Canada. I live on the Atlantic Ocean, and my deck is more than 20 years old, and I've got 3 kids, so we are constantly on this deck with toys, with hockey sticks, with balls. The deck gets a lot of foot traffic, a lot of activity. And what I can say is that I'm actually quite impressed with this product. Like I said, I had a lot of large cracks, and I just started filling all of those cracks in. And when I started doing that, I fully expected that I was going to have to come back and redo parts of this deck, because there's no way that some of these large cracks could actually be filled in, and this product would be strong enough to not reopen and open those wounds. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'll get to it in a minute, but I'll show you some of the cracks. And there's definitely been a lot of cracks that have opened up, but I fully expected that. And so I haven't really had a problem with any of the deck peeling off in big sheets, but I truly believe that is because I've actually got such a deep layer down between the boards that there's nothing that can actually get caught and peel off. I'm sure that if I went under my deck and I took a screwdriver, I could actually lift the edges of where the deck over kind of stops at where the bottom of the deck boards are, and if I lifted those corners, I could very much get it to peel off in sheets. However, I've not had a problem on top of my deck because the layers are coated right down the top of the boards, down the sides of the boards, and there's nothing really there that can be caught and lifted. So with that in mind, I haven't experienced the same problems that a lot of people are saying they've had with this product. So, you know, am I an expert when it comes to painting? Not at all. I've actually never been paid to do paint. I've done it for myself, I've done it for friends, but I've never been paid to do paint or stain or anything like that. I just read the instructions and wanted to give this product a try. And the thing is a lot of the instructions they have, they're pretty detailed, and it's not the easiest process. It's a lot of work. It's not the easiest process, and so a lot of people will cut corners on that. I myself, I know that there were corners that I cut because I just ran out of energy, or I was so overwhelmed with the amount of prep work that BEHR says that you need to do, that I cut corners. And but all in all, I think the deck is good. I think that after a year, you know, I'm not upset with how it looks. You know, I fully expected that I would have to come back a year from now and touch up spots, and I'm about to do that. If you see my first video, you knew that I put a set of steps on the end of my deck, brand new, because the old ones were beyond repair. And so I'm now coming back, and I've waited a year for that pressure treated lumber to fully cure and adapt to the climate, and now I'm ready to start putting BEHR Deckover on that. So when I'm doing that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to fill up all of these cracks, and we'll see what they look like next summer. Anyways, enough of me sitting here and talking. Let me get up and show you some of the parts of my deck. All right, here we go. So here's the deck, and I'll just see if I can get in here nice and close. So in one of my original videos, I actually did a rolling shot of right down this section of the deck. So if you look here, you can see lots of cracks, and not lots, but you can see some small cracks. Here's one here. It's not very deep, but you can see it, it's there. And we keep going down. Here's another one. You know, they're there. And if you come down here, here's no cracks on all of this. Here's another crack. And the thing is with this, is like, there's nothing here. I can't actually get anything to peel up or anything to come loose. Even when you look here and you see where all my nails were, I haven't even had a lot of the nails lifting. And I mean, we're talking 20-year-old nails. And I hammered them all down extra tight. And I've had a couple pop. You know, here's another crack. But it's not a big deal. Keep moving down. This is a long crack, but I mean, this is only a very, very, very small crack compared to what was here before I started with this product. So, as you can see, there are some cracks, but it's not a big deal. All in all, I'm pretty happy with this. What I will show you though is I have been out pressure washing my siding, and I did actually take my pressure washer and I did hit the deck in a few spots because I wanted to see if it would actually remove the deck surface and what kind of job it would do. And you know, all in all, it actually never peeled the deck in any spots that I tried. Now here's another really weathered board, and you can see there's a lot of cracks have come back in this, but all in all, it's not a big deal. Now moving over here, this is an area where I hit the pressure washer, and what happened is it started to lift. And so again, this is what I was saying when you install this product and you have to get really deep down the sides of the boards. What happened here is I didn't actually get it that deep because I didn't want to get Deckover all over the siding. So I'm sure if you look here, you can actually see where my Deckover finish ends because I never wrapped it down the sides of this piece of deck. And this is where, you know, because it's loose, see this? It's actually peeling, and you can actually peel that right up. And again, that's because it never went down the sides. But if you look on this side, where I've completely got it down the sides of the boards, I don't have the same problem. I can't get this loose anywhere. So I think that's the number one problem that people have with this product, is that it just wasn't properly installed. Anyways, I don't know if there's anything else I can show you about this, but as always, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and tune in for more great videos. And as always, leave your comments below. Thank you.